Hey there, my friends. This is Robin Hood, and today I'm bringing you a 3 versus 3 fought on the Waterloo map here in Napoleon Total War. My allies are Mike and Huge and Chriseb, two of my friends there, and our opponents are Jonathan, Quicksilver, and Terror Squad. And this was an interesting game. We were the hosts, and so we decided, what map are we going to do? Picked Waterloo. We're on the defending side, so we have this big hill here. And, this map, not many people play it. It's very notorious for the camping on this hill, and since it's a small map compared to the other Napoleon maps, especially, it's smaller than it looks here, because this ridge funnels everyone over into an area like this. So the people on this hill almost always win the game, a lot of times there. And, I've seen many people, they'll put their howitzers right behind this ridge so other artillery can't hit them, and it'll just blast away and that kind of stuff. So we're going to change it up and fight the camping, and we're going to go ahead and attack. And this map, since it is so small, can end up being really fun when you attack on it. And I'm playing here as Britain. It looks like Chris was to my left. He is France, and Mike Nuge is also as Britain. And we're going to face some interesting opponents. I actually had this battle live commentated with the three of us, but that file, this was actually quite a while ago, maybe a month or two ago, and my fraps was messed up. And it was recording it in a file type that can't even be, supported by YouTube or anything. So sadly, you guys don't get to see that, but I did save the replay. And here, I have very light on the cavalry, 1 Dragoon and 1 15th Hussar. Ton of infantry here. Looks like 2 foot guards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 foot, 1 Black Watch, and King's German Legion foot. And then 5 skirmishers here. All Lightfoot and King's German Legion Lightfoot. Look at that right away, taking some fire. Mike is from these artillery apide. These guys, very long range, excellent artillery unit there. So as you can see, we're immediately going to start moving forward to attack, bringing forward our artillery, howitzers in this case. And if you can't tell by this, Chris is going to be moving over to the ridge where I just was because, like I said, you can't move down off of here. So he's going to have to follow up behind me and march over this way. And real quickly, I know in recent Napoleon videos, the sound has been a little messed up. And there we go. That, I don't know how high that is, but hopefully that helps you guys hear it a little bit better. So you can see our men moving forward, and our opponents, my opponent here is the Ottoman. And it looks like Chris has Austria, and then France over here versus Mike. But really, we're all going to end up fighting all of these guys. It's a very jumbled up battle. Gets mixed up really quickly, but you can see how fast we are advancing here. And my skirmishers are going to set up right below this ridge. I don't want them to move forward without the support of the line, which is a little bit far back, which is why I'm rushing up my cavalry, because I realize that right now this guy could cav charge me, although he's not in a position to do so, and destroy my lights. Now with that support, I am fine. So one thing I want to point out here, these are 2 melee units. And then he's got all of his light infantry here. And farther back he's got his regular line infantry. And then this 18-pounder foot artillery. But these guys here, these are some, I still can't pronounce their name, but the Janissaries. These guys, as you have seen if you watch some of my previous Napoleon videos, they will destroy in melee, and he's got 4 of them with really good stats. And what he's going to wait for us to do, and we just killed their general somehow. Must have been an artillery shot or gunfire over there. But if we marched up onto this ridge, he would wait till we crested the ridge, have us engaged with this, and charge with his swords. And that's going to be what he does in effect. But when I noticed these units moving forward, and here you can see my men just shooting the ground, I'm gonna fix that in a minute. Gonna go ahead and move forward. But when I notice that these guys are here and start coming in, Chris and I have a plan that we are gonna pull off to actually counter this. And you can see I'm shuffling my elite units back over this way. And I've got a line extending out to here, and now is when I'm gonna move up onto the ridge. Some of these guys are gonna get off some good shots once they're reloaded. There we go, and you can see these swordsmen are gonna charge, and my line infantry are gonna line up, and I'm just gonna let these guys hit us because we're gonna shoot them down fairly quickly. As you can see that volley coming in there. And here was a charge of my dragoons into these guys, and they are gonna wreck this militia unit. You can see them shatter there almost instantly and start running away. So that was a rather effective charge.
Our general is under attack.
And over here there is some more combat going on Mike's side. So you can see these guys here are going to go ahead and rout, and this guy's going to move up his light infantry, which at the time, since he didn't have them in loose formation, I figured were line infantry because I wasn't actually looking. We were talking and moving about a lot, looking at what everything was. But you can see this is a very, although still a large map, condensed battle. And it's going to get very interesting. I feel like if more people played this map like this, or even met down in this area, it would be one of the more liked maps. It is a very fun map, and there can be some very intense combat going on it. And here you can see my artillery now opening up, getting a few kills there as the shrapnel rains, and now these guys are going to open fire. So there's artillery going off everywhere right now. And right now, here comes these swordsmen. We know that if they hit our lines, we're going to get seriously damaged. So what I'm going to do, these lights are already pretty beat up. I'm going to sacrifice them and have them slow down this charge. I told Chris to form a line of infantry right at the bottom of the ridge. And I'm going to form a line behind that and then another one behind that.
Our men are running,
sorry there.
sir.
Had to cough, but yeah, double lines, and you can see he's going to fall back, and we're just going to keep firing. And right here, I'm going to let my foot go ahead and get caught so that these guys in the back, the foot guards, can keep shooting. But you can see here he's also going to let his old guard take a hit because they're a very tough unit. Although normally these swordsmen would be able to go through it. But instead of meeting them up here like this through multiple lines, we're able to actually shoot down most of them, and these guys here starting to lose men down to 49. And we've got the dual lines here firing, and these guys are going to rout here in just a second. So we're actually going to be able to hold off that charge, although now these people have secured this hill, and we're going to have to take it back. And you can see I also have some infantry back here on this side, waiting to go in behind Chris's main infantry and getting some flanking fire with my lights. And now Austria's come up, decided they are going to join the fray. And you can see the last of these melee rush units are going to go ahead and go down. Killed most of them on the hill, and our line is fine. And now you can see with what of my line is free, I'm going to start pushing forward and trying to retake this ridge. And there is some artillery shots coming rather close. One landed right among those guys. Very nice. Over on Mike's side, still he's down in the valley here. A lot of skirmishing going on. Some closer up units. I believe, I want to say that that is my Black Watch unit there. Yeah, that. So right here, this is my Black Watch unit. And I did move them around this flank, and there's one of, I believe that, yeah, that is Mike and Huge's cavalry, because I did not have a Royal Scots Greys, and they're going to go ahead and rout. But these guys here are just going to keep pushing up the hill, and they're eventually going to rout. But they held this gap as well as they could for quite a bit of time. And now you can see here comes my cavalry back over. And look at that, experimental howitzers firing down on the field. Almost got a good hit. Killed one man, maybe not even from that. But you can see the Ottoman player here has decided to fall back off the ridge, which, I don't know, he probably should not have done that, although we do have a lot of force right here. But this unit melee rushed, and once again we've got the double lines can fire over these guys' heads, take them down. So we're going to move forward and retake this ridge line. And down over here, Mike is having some trouble on his right flank, but he's going to be able to stop that. Looks like he's got cav charge going on these foot guards. Good unit to hold, but they're going to go ahead and rout. And he's got some Swiss foot coming down on him. But he's got quite a bit of rifles and line infantry to back up. And some of the Ottoman players...
Our men are running, sir.
Main line infantry are over here. Yeah, they all start with a Nizam credit or whatever. So I always have to look because these are light infantry. That's the only difference. Instead of light, it says line. So that's pretty much that. And you can see my British troops up on the hill, and my second line of them starting to move forward now. And these here, these are Mike and Huge's. I did not bring Coldstream Guard, but my men are going to lead the charge here and start marching forward
Our men are running,
up onto
sir.
the hill as these guys continue their push. Fire down here on the Ottomans, who are now falling back, not following, behind the ridge. This guy's going to bring up his general just for support. We're going to get to kill him a little bit later. But you can see here, Chris is now moving onto the hill, moving right to the edge of it, and there's going to be quite a fight right here. And the Ottomans are going to get the first shot, but he has secured the high ground. He's not going to take that many casualties from this volley. All these Hungarian Fusilier right under this ridge. You can see the outlines of the men up through the grass. So these guys they're going to get taken down. Not quickly, but efficiently and over time there. You can see his artillery, Chris's here, is hitting a little bit close to his own men. So that's not good. He's going to have to move it up, and that was a nice hit by the enemy artillery right there. Wow. But if you guys look at this, I can't really show it from that angle due to the grass. This hill has now had a lot of bloodshed on it and below it. It's just a very condensed battle. And, you know, if you play this map this way, it can be a lot of fun. And here you can see now, I am fighting the Austrian player as well. Everyone was really kind of fighting everyone in this battle, as I said. So, you know, it's just a good map, definitely for team battles, as long as you're not camping the hill back there. Like, even if someone camps this hill, this isn't that bad compared to over here. It's not as choke pointed. There's not the buildings. It's just a lot better, and it's actually kind of fun to fight for this hill, as you can see. And even for a massive team battle like this, yes, it's been a while, but compared to most Napoleon battles of this size, this is fairly fast-paced. Here you can see my men counter-charging this regiment. Yeah, Austria here decided to charge across the line, and we have got the French backing up right there. And I am sending some of my units around the right flank here. It's one of my foot units. My artillery's firing at these light infantry. And somewhere here soon, my general's going to go into action. Yeah, there he is. So my general's going to run through this gap here and take out this artillery, which is destroying Mike with the canister shot there. So here they come. My general's going to go on a little bit of a rampage. See an artillery shot landing right behind him, but there goes that artillery unit. And Mike's now pushed through. You can see my line being drawn here as I line up my men. Still have these guys back here firing. They're going to move forward. Austria is making still a pretty firm stand below this ridge, but Chris is moving forward and is now getting the better downhill shots. so they're going to go down soon. That was a nice artillery shot. Very pretty. Almost like a firework. One there. So it's pretty soon here that I'm going to move forward and just rush this guy, because he does just have the light infantry. And that's where it starts. My general's over here. He's going to start moving over this way. The last of France is getting killed. It's just a chasseur and a militia unit, so nothing that can really hold up well in melee. But here you can see all my units coming over. What's left of them. My army really took the heaviest hit in this battle due to being the first one on the ridge and, you know, dealing with that melee rush there. And then Chris's army, it had the better position through the whole battle, so his army's going to do really well. And Mike is pretty chewed up as well. He's got some fairly full units, but a lot of his are no longer on the battlefield. It's kind of funny though, the ones that are almost at full strength. Here's what's left of mine. I have 2 really nice units left, and then a bunch of smaller, more beaten up units. You can see just kind of surrounding on the flank here. Look at that shrapnel shot there. Just shredding those guys. But we're just going to roll down this flank at this point, especially since Mike has won. Although what's left of his army is small, it is going to be effective. And back here, look at this. These guys not doing anything. Must have come back from routing here. Chris never noticed them. And these artillery shots, really should have moved this artillery. They are landing among his own men, so that's not very good at all. And here comes my general, taking out yet another artillery piece. And even though he's pretty much gonna die, I'm just gonna keep sending him forward, because at this point we've won the battle pretty much. And you can see Austria's still got a bit of a force. There's still some Ottomans who are now just about to fully rout. These are just light infantry, and they are now surrounded by my British troops on all sides. Although they are going to rout that unit. You can see my guys lining up over there. So they're pretty much done. And there goes my general on to this artillery unit, which only has 12 men left, 2 guns. So not that big of a deal, but we're going to go ahead and take it down, as well as this guy's general. He's getting shot at, and he's just going to stand there. Although I can't remember if he escapes or not. Nah, he's going to make it away there, which kind of sucks, but Austria actually surprisingly held out very well along this line. You can see now the line's dead from their stand, but Chris's French army is just going to overwhelm them, and with my army now coming in on the flank with Mike's to back it up, this battle is pretty much over. So that's that. That's how we like to play Waterloo. Hopefully you guys come and try that out. It's very fun. If you are the host, you'll end up on the defending side of the map, and you can go ahead and attack. But there's the stats. I deployed the most out of our team, and our opponents here, they deployed a ton of troops. 1,700, almost 1,800 in this army, and about 1,600 here. So overall, they outnumbered us, but even though we were attacking, we are going to win there. You can see all the kills. I lost the most on our side, and also killed the most there. It's because my army went in first and did its job well. My best unit here is going to be these foot, yep, and all of that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that battle. I did. I'm going to try to play some more soon, and that's that. Thank you for watching.